Hey guys, welcome to Friends and Family Kicks.
Welcome to the family.
Hello. My name is Jay.
My name is Ali.
I am Moody.
And this is episode 1, guys. So basically today, we're just going to talk about sneakers. And the channel is also sneakers. What does sneakers mean to me? Basically, it's a lifestyle that I choose to live. It's something that I'm really passionate about. I think we're all three of us are pretty passionate about it. And it's kind of morphed our lives a little bit to where it's made a priority over certain things. but we're going to do some really cool stuff on this channel. And we'll get into that a little bit later. Basically, how did we get into the sneaker game? I've been interested in sneakers since I was a young guy in elementary school, growing up in California, watching the Lakers games. Parents didn't want to buy me any J's though. It's kind of expensive. They couldn't see the point in buying $100 shoes, and it was $100 back then. For a kid that's just going to rough them up real quick, hooping in them. So what I basically did was I got all the Slam magazines.
Okay, alright.
And I was that guy. I didn't have the shoes.
I don't even know what a Slime magazine is.
Wow.
This guy's a lot younger. Basically, Slam magazine is a basketball magazine that I don't know if it still comes out anymore.
No, they still come out.
It still come out.
Not popular because who reads magazines, but yeah.
Okay. In the back of the magazine was the upcoming Jays. This was prior to the internet, so
Before sneaker news.
yes, this was sneaker news.
The way to find out.
Yeah, so basically I was the kid that all the other guys would come and see, hey, what's the new J's about to come out? I didn't have them, but I was popular in that sense.
So you gave the information out.
Right,
You should have charged.
I was that guy though. Eventually, one day, there was a store closing, and they were going out of business. And they were a sneaker store, of course. And they were heavily discounting whatever stock they had left to kind of get it out and close with as least as possible. So my mom's real cool. She pulled me out of school.
my son's real sick. He needs to come home right now.
She pulled me out of school, and we headed over to the store, and they had one pair of J's left, and it happened to be this one right here.
Whoa.
Gray Toe 13s. And it's a gorgeous shoe. Unfortunately, it was like 1 or 2 sizes too small, and she wasn't going to buy it for me.
She should have bought for herself.
Just fold the toes.
That's what I told her. I begged her. I was like, Mom, I'm just gonna curl my toes back. Please, just let me get these. And I would have stunted all day with curled back toes. But she refused, so I ended up not getting them. And later on in life, now that I can buy my own stuff, here we are. I got them. What about you, Ali?
So for me, ever since I was a little kid, I was always interested in basketball. And back in the day, like every kid only owned one pair of sneakers. So for me, I was like, if I only have one pair, I want to make sure it's durable, it lasts long. So I would invest in basketball shoes. Hyper Dunks, Kobe's, whatever I could get my hands on. Just I could play in them, wear them to like dinners and stuff, everything I could. So back in the day, I always had Hyper Dunks. Those were my favorite shoes up till maybe like 2009, 2010. And I think this was like 2012 maybe. I was out for an AAU tournament in Orlando, like Disney World type stuff, huge place. And there were these red Kobe's coming out that I wanted so bad, but I couldn't get them because we were playing basketball all day. So when we got back into town, I told my brother to take me to the mall, let me see if I can get these shoes. I got there, I went to Champs, Foot Locker, Finish on anywhere I could find any kind of basketball shoes to see if they had them, but they were all sold out. And he was at the tournament with me, and he liked Jordans. And he was like, yeah, these nice Jordans are coming out. I want them so bad. I'm going to try and get them online, whatever I can do. And he tries to blame me because he came to my basketball tournament because I don't drive and he wants to watch me play.
Yeah.
So he came and watched. Those shoes also sold out the same day my Kobe's came out. So we go to Champs. I go inside, I say, hey, do you guys have this shoe? They're like, no, we only got like 10. and sold out right when we got them. I was like, oh, okay. And I pointed at these shoes and I was like, hey, isn't this what you wanted? And he's like,
Yeah, he said that. He literally said, "Isn't this what you wanted?"
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So I asked the guy. I said, "Hey, do you guys have his size?" And they're like, "No, we only have a couple sizes. This shoe came out last week, but our truck was backed up or whatever and delayed shipment. So they came 1 week after that shoe actually came out."
Nice.
So he went to the back. He said the biggest size we have is a size 13, and I'm in between 12 and 13, and I ended up getting the shoe. He bought it for me.
Bought it for you.
Yeah. I'm a good brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not a Kobe,
Yeah.
but this is what really put me into Jordans. Having this shoe and just wearing it and liking it so much, that's what started me off into Jordans.
Well, we can certainly tell that you've been wearing them.
Yeah, creased up, starting to yellow, but they're still in good condition for a shoe I've had for several years.
There's nothing wrong with wearing your shoes.
Right.
Remember that.
What about you, Moody?
Well, I got into the game pretty early, you know. But it wasn't because I was a Jordan head. I wasn't a sneakerhead at all. I just saw some Jordan 6s. And I was like, hey, those are nice.
Those are, I mean, they look like Hyper if they come up high and everything, just like a basketball
Ankle
shoe.
support? Come on, a nice looking basketball shoe with ankle support, you gotta love it. You have got to love it.
All right.
And so I saw it, and I'm like, that's what I want. I want some sport blue 6s.
But you didn't even know the name back then.
Didn't know the name.
I want that,
I know what a
that
Jordan
white shoe
was.
with that nice blue stripe in it.
Yeah. I just said I want those. And I didn't get them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. But I knew I wanted them. So,
Just like these.
I searched high and low. And eventually they showed up in an East Bay magazine?
Okay.
That magazine I knew because I would always go to East Bay and just look at their catalogs.
Like on a restock?
No, on a restock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I said, Mom, I need these. I gotta get these. I need these. I have to have these. She said no.
She took 2 L's.
Yeah, I took 2 L's. But then I worked my magic and I eventually ordered them.
Begged.
I begged hard, and I got them. Yeah, and that's how I started playing basketball. Because I wanted to wear those. I wanted to be like Michael Jordan once I had the shoes.
Right.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be like Mike, and when you had a pair of Jordans, it's because you are like Mike now.
Yeah.
You deserve those shoes.
He's with you every time you hoop.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have those with me, guys. Don't have those with me because I wear my shoes to the ground.
Okay.
I get the hype. I wear them out, but I have the next best thing.
Those are definitely much better than the sport blues, I would say.
And I hoop in these too.
Do you remember how you got those? By coincidence too.
I did. I got lucky on them. I got really lucky.
Do you remember?
I don't, but I remember that I didn't go to get them.
I thought you camped out for those ones.
See, we ended up on a late camp. We just went to the mall looking for maybe some clothes just to see what's new. And we walk in, Foot Locker's right in front of the door. And we see like one guy outside and a lot of people just talking real loud inside of Foot Locker. So we go inside and we're like, what's the hype? What's everyone doing here? Why is everyone here? They're like, these shoes just dropped. We're like, okay, do you guys have more? They say no. But you can wait in 2 hours. If they don't come to claim them, you can get first come, first serve to whatever we have left. So he was actually second in line. We saw one guy like run away and like hide in this certain area right outside like Foot Locker's doors. And we follow this guy. And I'm like, man, these are nice. I want them too. So we're in line. He's second, I'm third. And the first guy names his size. Then it's him. Then he gets his size. They come to me. Next size is like size 9, size 10. I couldn't fit. But he ended up getting his size by sheer coincidence. We were just there waiting like 2 hours, and he ends up with that.
Nice. Okay, guys, so basically that leads us into what is sneakerhead, the culture and everything behind it. Basically, it's just a general passion for the game, a general passion for sneakers. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've got to have just that extensive collection of sneakers. You can just have a couple of them, but as long as you really like those shoes, I would consider you a sneakerhead. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be into Jordans or into Yeezys or anything that's like super hyped and expensive.
It can be Reebok. It can be New Balance.
If you like sneakers, you're a sneakerhead.
Yeah, and you don't have to have just some super crazy DJ Khaled collection.
The only rule is you cannot own Crocs. In my book, you cannot own Crocs.
And that's rule number 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, no Crocs according to these two guys.
No Crocs sponsored.
Yeah, so just the love for the game, for the sneakers, is what makes you a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out and spend all your money on this one shoe that you don't even really like. It's what you like is what makes you a sneakerhead. We all have our own variety, our own tastes.
If you can afford it, buy it. Don't go out of your way to buy things you can't afford.
Which
we all do.
Yeah.
It happens.
Which maybe I guess kind of segues right into what a hype beast is.
Yeah.
What do you guys think a hype beast is?
You
know what? If something's hyped up, you don't have to necessarily like it. That's not how it works. If you like it, you like it. I'm not a fan of the hype beast. I'm not. What about you guys?
For me, I'm kind of in between just because like there's certain brands that just catch your eye. Like Supreme, I didn't even really know what Supreme was until I like saw the logo and everything. I liked it, and then found out there was hype behind it. But I didn't really deter me away. I still liked it, but then hype just brings a better value to it sometimes. So I kind of follow the hype sometimes. As long as I like it, I'll buy it. If not, I appreciate it, but I don't have to purchase it.
I don't know if I fall somewhere in the middle of a hype beast because I do have some shoes that I consider hype beasty, but I do have some general releases that I just liked, and that's pretty much what I do. If I like the shoe, I'm gonna get it, whether or not it's super hyped or it's super GR. I'm gonna pick it up, and I've got a couple shoes in my collection that are pretty super GR, but I wanted them because I liked how they looked. I liked just everything about it, so I got them. So I guess
I know what you mean because I'm in love with my Cyber Monday 3s. In love with them.
Cyber Mondays was
still sitting on shelves.
Yeah, super GR shoe.
I didn't like them.
Quality was superb.
Yeah.
Superb on those things. I ended up picking up a Cyber Monday myself.
Yeah.
So hype beast.
Hype beast all the time. If you can do it. They'll appreciate it in the long run.
As far as the channel goes, guys, we're going to do a lot of cool stuff on the channel. A lot of fun stuff, I think.
A lot of different things.
A lot of performance testing.
Yeah, this guy Moody over here is going to be doing the performance test. So we're going to grab like the latest technology shoes. He's going to hoop in them. We're going to get some actual footage of him hooping in them. And then we're just going to get a review on it afterwards if it's a good idea to go ahead and cop those. We're going to do some copper drop kind of stuff. We'll get some of the newest releases. Hopefully some of them prior to release to kind of help you guys out whether or not you want them to get. And also some stuff with fits, right?
Yeah. Just challenges to see if you can like ball on a budget to make it look good and not have to spend too much money on like the high brand clothes and stuff like that.
And then also something I think that's going to be a lot of fun is some battles. And we'll get into the rules a little later on and when we do one of those episodes, but we're going to be doing some battles.
Just know when I battle, I don't lose. I've never lost before. I've never been taught how to lose. Only wins.
You just wait.
It's not going to happen.
You just wait.
Yeah. So that's it for episode 1, guys. I really appreciate you guys checking us out. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff to come in the future, and I think you guys are going to be glued to the screen.
Hopefully we gave you enough to come back wanting more.
Please come back.
He might not make the next video.
Friends and family kicks!